Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 22 of the Rise of Iceland with HK. As you can see, we're on the home screen of the club, and the first thing you may notice, and I'm going to jump straight into this, I'm going to go through all the fixtures, we're a fair way in the future, but I can't wait to show you this guy. Why is Gunnarson not in the hot prospects? This is why. Welcome, I'm calling him Gunnarson, but welcome Brian Jar. Steen Gunnarson just came out of youth prospects at the start of August, and he looks sensational. The thing is does this mean the end of Isberg? It probably doesn't. Look, we love Isberg here. Isberg does a lot of things, but if you can tell, apart from the pace, he beats Isberg everywhere already. And he's 16. Technically, attacking, mentally, in the air, physically. If you look at the stats though, as a winger, right? Very similar in crossing, very similar in dribbling. His first touch is wild. He has less passing, but at 16 we can work that technique. You know, Isberg's technically a great player. The work rate is the same, but look at the decisions are better, determination, better flair, great leadership, potential captain of the future. I reckon is Steen, or potential vice captain Leon at least. Similar pace, or similar acceleration, better pace, but the stamina and natural fitness on this guy is unbelievable. I think he's an all-round better player. It's weird what I do. I've already got him on a contract. He's signing a professional contract for £15. We'll get that, you know, we'll get release fees and everything in that as soon as possible. But I'll go back to him and just, oh man, 12 finishing already as well. Great crossing, dribbling. Look, and he made his debut. He hasn't made his debut in the league, but he made his debut in the cup final. The cup semi-final. Sorry, 2 goals and 2 assists and a player of the match at 8.85. In the cup final itself, I don't think he did too much, but we'll get to the fixtures now. As you can see, Fleming's currently our key player. He's not even starting. He just plays off the inside forward. Strange thing about Fleming, Bonini was injured for a couple of the Champions League games. And if you go to Continental, 13 games in 3 goals and 3 appearances off the bench, you just go, wow. So where we are, we're actually in the Champions League playoff game. The last playoff game, I didn't bring any of the qualifying round 1, round 2, round 3, and I'll show you why, because it was pumpings. And if you see up there, pumpings, Damien, we lost 2-3 to Maribor. Look, we played Maribor last year and we pumped them. So I was expecting to pump it again. The game didn't get tight, but we'll get to it. Anyhow, we got PAOK. They look okay. Sorry for the pun, it had to be done. Sane's quite decent. They've got some decent players, but they've also got some players that, you know, aren't of quality. Mustafa Amini was just listed and, you know, given to me. Do you want to sign him? Not really. He's not good enough. Sorry, Mustafa. But yeah, like Alexander. Where is Maxime? I'm surprised he's here, the Romanian. Good, decent player, Alexander. I've had him in a few saves before, but as you can tell, they're a decent side. We'll move forward to the game in a second. As you can tell in the league, 13 games, 13 wins. We've been playing quite well, apart from the ST game, which finished 2-1, and the IR game was quite interesting. The ST game we played quite poor, and probably should have lost. ST had a lot of chances. IR game we dominated, just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Thought that was going to be the draw. But as you can tell, we're on a massive win streak. Obviously, that was a knockout round, second leg, where we were last on YouTube. We're now, if you can look from the league down, just pumpings everywhere, getting through the Icelandic Cup. We won the Cup just before. I was tempted to bring you the Cup game, but I thought, look, we're going to beat IA quite easily, as you can see here. But if we just highlight the Champions League games, we won 9-0 against some Macedonian side. I'm only going to try. As you can see, Fleming scored 5. Isberg got 5 assists as well in that game. But Fleming scored 5. We then beat him 11-0, and he scored 6. So he's going to probably win the Golden Boot in the Champions League already. Dynamo came and played, and I played him up front again, and he scored 2. Brian missed a penalty, but still scored 2. Kanan, Isberg playing well, getting assist. We then played him away, and we won 8-0 this time. Brought Bonini in back from injury, and he scored 3. We then played Maribor, and we won 4-1 at home. Decent game. Dominated it fairly well, but we were alright. And then we lost 2-3 away. It was an interesting game, this one. If we go to the stats, wouldn't say we dominated it, but we definitely had more key chances than they did, it seemed. And just every time a highlight came, they scored, basically. Played Santiago in goals. We sort of rotated it, sort of didn't. Losing Nishkin did hurt. And as you can see, 76, 78, and 88. And my bumhole started going. But they should not have scored 2 more from there. Anyhow, we did get through. It was fairly straightforward until Nishkin got sent off. And then that happened. Obviously, we won 4-0 in the cup. And this is where... not where Steiner, he played well with Mr. Gunnarson, but this is where Gunnarson stepped up and played an absolute stormer, scoring 2 goals for the club and getting an assist, player of the match. Not growing just yet, but you know, apparently a suitable quarter taker with 9. I don't think he is, but I can't wait to see what this guy can do. But without further ado, we've got to get into it. As you can see, I'm in my work clothes, so I've got an hour before work, so I'm going to record this and then try and edit it and then try and upload it all in an hour. I doubt I can do it, but we never know. That's all that I've got to say, really. Kaynan is obviously Kaynan. I was on stream and one of my followers just said, why don't you just call it Kaynan like that? And I really liked it. He's now a cult hero now, Kaynan. He's fantastic. But we go to the general. Everyone's still where they need to be. Gunnarson's coming up in the favourite personnel. I hope Gunnarson gets to be an icon as well. But we're going to get into the team today. This is the team. So it's Bonnie, who's growing, and he looks sensational. Unfortunately, with his injury, he lost a little bit in physicals, but he's still sensational. Kaynan's Kaynan, growing, lots of bids. As you can tell, there's still 6 in the transfer. Gunnarson had bids all from England. We rejected all of them. We're hoping to get through the transfer period with him. He is sensational. He's learning to play in every position. Now I'm going to train him to play up front as a complete forward. Just because, why not? There we are. Isberg, sensational. Don't mind the red arrows. Don't mind the freestar. You reckon? I don't reckon so. Freestar's still a star player for the thing, and he's consistent. Overall speed, great agility, very well suited. He's sensational. Don't worry. Freestar is where you want to be in terms of your star player for the league. What does this mean is at some stage Stein has to overtake Isberg. It just sucks. We've already clicked on Gunnarson. What am I doing? We're actually working backwards. Repas looks good. He's growing. The 25-year-old playing very well. Gets injured a little bit. Brian's having a stormer at the club. He has been sensational. 8.07. Scoring goals and assisting goals for fun. Lucas Lotvat, very solid. Nikolai's got to start because Stefan is suspended, obviously getting suspended in the last game. Looking quite good. Philippe's doing quite well. Wagner, bids everywhere for him, but he is our star man. And Arneson obviously in goals. Got to give some shout outs here. Burak's been developing very well. The left back / right back. I'm playing him mainly on the right hand side, trying to train him into that right hand side role, and he's eventually learning it. Jimmy's on the bench, don't need to click for Jimmy. Melvin hasn't grown. Obviously it's any excuse to look at him. Oh, he looks so good. There we are. Flamine is a freak. He's now got his finishing up to 11 from 9, so a complete forward is something he definitely can play if the passing gets up as well. I think we got him still on his finishing just because I still rate him more as an inside forward. And Leo Poli, who has asked to move, we've said no, we're trying to keep him happy. Grease, and then not really playing too much. Apart from that, everyone else is on the bench. Tommy's coming back from injury and he's growing as well. So we're in a very, very, very good spot in terms of the team. There is one thing, transfers. As you can see, we've got a lot of people on the ins. Everyone might remember from the transfer episode, Martin Pospic, we got an offer accepted for over $1 million for him, and then he said he didn't want to come. Put in an offer for $975K, got accepted, and he's now on the way. He was happy to get signed. He's probably going to be first choice centre back, can play ball playing defender as well, 11 passing and 10 vision. We'll train that. Very good determination and mentals, and very good physically. Looks sensational. The 18 jumping reach makes me excited. So the Czech, who's made 2 international appearances, will be joining us when the transfer period reopens in Iceland, as it's currently closed but open everywhere else. So a lot of talking for the first part of this episode because we missed so many games. Now we're just going to get into it against PAOK. There we are. Obviously, winning this game, we get through the Champions League. We'll do the Champions League draw live as well. As you can tell, they're coming to play that 4-1-2-1-2 diamond. We've already looked at their team. We should be okay in this tie. I want you to pick up where we left off last time in the league, in the League Cup final or the FA Cup final, whatever you want to call it here in Iceland. The boys seem quite motivated. I'm going to send the assistant. PAOK apparently in good form in the league. I would imagine they are. They're one of the better sides. So, the Champions League anthem. Can we get out there and can we do it? It was a busy weekend for myself with coaching. So no YouTube episode over the weekend, but we did stream for 4 hours on the Sunday morning. If you want to check out my stream, be link in the description below. It was a very fun stream, a lot of talking between us and subs. As Bonini, oh my God, there we go. We're 1-0 up already. It was a mistake by the keeper. Nyland really should be dealing with that. I wasn't really commentating it because I was like, they headed straight at him. I haven't seen Bonini score a header in a fair while. I actually missed a very important one last episode. But as you can see, the free kick came in the rep as Gunnarson. His range of passing sensational, Gunnarson. Wagner there gets his touch, gets a decent cross, and Bonini heads it straight at the keeper, but he's punched it into the back of the net. And we're 1-0 up after 5 minutes. Here we go. I'm just looking for a clean sheet at home, unless we score like 5. Then I'm happy to concede 1, I guess. Isberg now. His cross doesn't find his man. Wagner's cross, the early cross. Kane's at the back post. Was he onside? It's been given, and we're 2-0 up. There we are. 2 goals inside 5 minutes. Kanan at the back post makes it 2-0. You can see here, Nikolai, just the ball. Isberg looks to swing in an early cross. I think the Kanan making the run at the back post. Deflected. And then look at that. Wagner just goes, yep, don't worry, off 2 steps. I'll find him. And boom, that's 2-0. Sensational. We don't play with early crosses. We're still playing the same fluid system of keep the ball and off we go. Nyland will play short. Is it going to be another highlight to us, or is they going to build something from the back? Sane, he's a decent centre-back, goes all the way back to Nyland. Nyland now, will look to probably play out on the other side, plays the other centre-back. Can we press in here? We're pressing high and eventually force Nyland forward. But it's a good ball out by the keeper. And that's a decent ball over the top. But Nikolai, the third choice centre-back, will be 4th choice. We'll clear that one away. And Kanan now inside. Brian, great touch and rep pass now on it. It was a great touch to sell his man and get that ball in. We know Isberg's got the pace. Ball back post. Bonini! And he's over the bar. Bonini. There we go. 16 minutes in. We're 2-0 up. Someone taught me in the chat, in the Twitch stream, how to say Flemen. It's Flemen. So we're going to call him Flemen now. But there we are. I keep calling him Flamini. But there we are. Lucas Lockback. Can he put a ball in back post? Isberg's there. He's hit the post. You would have backed yourself for Isberg to score that one. Oh my. What do we do with Isberg? Like, club legend, scores goals for fun. Not really is declining. You don't look into that. But you got this guy here, and he's going to be worth an absolute ton in the future. Got to give him some game time. We'll give him some game time later on as well, obviously. We'll get Isberg off at some point. But it's Isberg. He's done so much for the club. Never going to get rid of him. He'll be here all day, all his life. We're never going to sell him for that 15 mil release fee, and he's never going to go. Interested from a lot of clubs. As we're moving towards half-time here, 66% possession and dominating in terms of creating chances as well. It's been a very good display here from the HK lads, just not putting it away, so to say. I'm happy that we're 2-0 up. I'm going to just tell them they're happy, and not much of a response. So we're going to tell them they weren't bad and have faith in you, and there seems to be a bit of the response. A bit of a better response. Usually when you say happy and they don't respond, usually leads to a complacent second half, so you always want to make sure you change that. Usually I go with the complacent, but because we're playing so well, we don't need to say that. Just keep them calm and motivated. As Wagner now, can he find a good throw? He finds a rep pass. Give it back to Wagner. No, instead he goes inside the Gunnarson. Gunnarson's efforts blocked. Falls to Bonini. Bonini's always going to score that one. And Bonini's a man on form is Titoan Bonini. And that's 3-0 after 49 minutes. Sensational stuff here from the lads. They've been playing quite well. I'm going to not skip the highlight. Why would I? Rep passes ball inside the Gunnarson. Gunnarson looks to hit one. It's just a scuff shot, deflected, and Bonini will finish. Gunnarson's going to get the assist for that. I don't think he really deserves it after the shot, but there. Mustafa Amini now on the ball, the Australian. Can we press out and win it now? Sane, he has to go all the way back. Can we get higher up the field? Instead, we don't really press. Bonini now might start the press again. And the ball all the way back to Nyland. They're keeping it well, but they're keeping it always in their back half and not really getting out. I'm quite happy with our structure and our shape in BPO, or ball possession opposition, for those who don't know the Australian curriculum, which is probably most people. And it's a bit of a weird curriculum as well, to be honest. But anyhow, the ball through to Jesse. Good touch from Jesse. He's inside. And it's going to be that away goal that I didn't want. It's a good ball by Maximum. We highlighted him before the game saying he's quite a good player. I'm surprised he's here. And Jesse scores. Jon just... Look, this is the thing with keepers, right? They produce some absolute magical highlights where, you know, they come out and they make big saves and make good dives. And then FM gives them animations like that, or the one where they fall on the ground. They need to fix that. I seem to harp on it about every episode. So one thing that bugs me in this game is the best game in the world. But it bugs me. There we are. 60 minutes in. Thinking about changes, but not just yet. We'll wait for the highlight. I'm thinking Steen Gunnarson is going to come on. We're going to come up with a nickname for him. We have to, right? Isberg 2.0. I'm thinking it. Yeah, Gunnarson, his ball out to Wagner. Wagner, can you put in a good measured cross, son? It's a decent cross. Bonini flicks on. Kanan's there. There we go. That's why when Bonini scored the header before, I'm very surprised. Usually whenever he gets it headed like that, he just flicks it on to someone else. He doesn't like a header, does Bonini? I don't even know what his header stat is. But Kanan with a great finish. This is why he's becoming a cult hero, because he's always at the back post looking to score. And he's always got a good finish on him. It was a powerful volley for him. Bang on the half volley. Keeper's got no chance. 4-1. I'm happy now. This means that Isberg can come off, and we're going to get on Gunnarson. There we go. Also going to get Flamini on as well, considering that he's going for golden boot. I'm going to get him on as a complete forward on attack and get those two out there for now. Yeah, Bonini on 2 and an assist. Doesn't matter. We're thinking about accolades at the end of the year now. The ball comes in bright. Oh my God, it's blocked by who? Who blocked that? Nikolai. And now Nikolai puts it into the keeper. I think Brian's effort was going in for sure. Keeper didn't even move. We are 4-1 up and dominating. Hoping that Stein does something. Come on, Gunnarson. You good boy. There we are. Dominating the game. We'll make one more change closer to the end of the game. We'll probably get Robert on there for Gunnarson and get him some growth as well. Robert's been growing really well. And look, as apparently is also better than Isberg at the moment, and apparently would be better than Steen. But with Steen coming out of the youth prospects, it's all about Robert learning to play the centre attacking mid role and being great backup for the future, and something that we can potentially sell him for a lot of profit, I would say. As the ball gets switched over to the other side, Lucas Lockback, Kanan down the line. Kanan's going to get there. Kanan's ball, and there is Robert, and Robert off the bench makes it 5-1. I said I was happy if we conceded 1 or we scored 5. We've got to that mark. Now we can't afford to concede 2. Just don't like it if PAOK beat us 3-0 at home. You know, it's and the trip to PAOK isn't great. It's a great ball down the line there for Kanan. Kanan's ball inside. Robert with a great finish, even the keeper no hope. Dominating the game here. 3 minutes added time. It looks like it's going to tick away here. There's only going to be 10 seconds left. It's well pressed then by Flamen, and it's going to be cleared out there for a throw-in, and it is full time now. 25 shots, 17 on target, 63% possession, dominating the game. Kanan will get man of the match with 2 goals and an assist. He does. Unfortunate for Bonnie not to get it as well. I'm very happy, boys. It's a good win for us. They don't really, you know. But look, when you win like that, it's pretty good. I'll be back in a second for the... PAOK. I'm pretty sure it's just after this link game. It is. And the group stage draw will be the day after, which is fantastic. So stay right there, ladies and gentlemen. Always remember to save your games and back up. We actually had the game crash on stream again yesterday. Not just crashed once, it crashed twice, but both times we just saved. Thank God for that. It might be my computer, not the actual game, so you might get away with it. But look, take it from me. Back up your games so you don't lose your data. I'm going to stop waffling now. We'll get forward to the next game. I'll see you guys in just a second. Welcome back, YouTube, to the second leg against PAOK. If you look at the team, the first thing you may notice, Stein's in, Isberg's out. Damien, why? It's Isberg. I know it's Isberg, right? But average rating, 8.45. He's in great form. Isberg is 2. Don't get me wrong, right? Just look at him, and his determination just went up. I just got a thing saying, oh, the squad's positive effect on everybody is, you know, increasing his determination. I was like, the kid's too good, man. You have to give him some game time. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity with the leg, you know, with the tie. It's pretty much dead unless they score the first 2 very early. We should be okay. In terms of the game just gone, we beat Lennik R 7-1. Pumping. Absolutely pumping. He was very good and very unlucky not to get man in the match because Leopoldi scored a hat-trick and had a stormer before I took him off for Bonnie in. Barlow, Brewick, Jimmy, you know, Nikolai picked up an injury late doors, but unlucky. Unlucky in terms for Nikolai because he probably would have started today as well. But yeah, we get into where our team is. It's pretty much the same everywhere else. Wagner, Philippe, Stefan, Lucas Lover, Arneson, Brian, Repas, Kanan, Gunnarson, Steen Gunnarson. We need a nickname. Someone give me a nickname. Bonini. And that is what we're going to do. I'm very tempted to make it Isberg 2.0. And we might call that the title of the episode, Isberg 2.0. The bench is super strong. Everybody's in very good form. We're going to submit the game. Obviously, winning the first leg 5-1. Even if they win 4-0, we're through. I mean, they win 4-0, they're through. So we just need to make sure we get a goal here. A goal here pretty much kills the tie, I would say. I'm just going to tell them okay. There we are. I have faith in you lads. Get out there. And there we go. The boys seem up for it and look to gain confidence. I'm just hoping that Mr. Steen Gunnarson shows off his ability as the boys walk out here to the Champions League anthem at PAOK. And I'm hoping for another good performance to see us through to the group stage. We were seeded for every round of the Champions League. We also were the best seeded side in the first qualifying round as well, because our coefficients are now skyrocketed thanks to last season's second round. As it's deflected, oh my, that would have been, see what I mean? Early goal, that game changes. As GA puts it over the bar, deflected and fell to him inside the 6-yard box. Now I'm hoping that we can just retain possession here and look to kill this game off. Bonini now looks inside. Stein, good player. Can he beat his man? Instead, that's a wicked cross. What a cross from Stein. And Kanan on the volley puts that one in. And that's what I mean. He's technically so good. He's, you know, physically brilliant as well. Oh, man, that crossing is sensational. Look at his first touch here, too. That first touch, just, yep, bringing it forward, bringing it around you, and then bang. What a ball. Kanan inside, side-footed volley. 1-0 HK. Should be game over now, you would imagine. They need 5 to send it to extra time now. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we can start this sort of party and know that the Champions League is coming again. I'm hoping that we get seeded 3rd. That would be nice. I don't know if our coefficient's good enough to be seeded 3rd, but it would be good. Could you imagine if we're seeded 2nd? Oh, I'll take that too. I think we're still going to be like the best 4th seeded side in the Champions League. As the ball over the top from Marbos, his ball inside looking for Jesse's run past him, and we're going to retain possession here with Arneson. Arneson's ball down towards Stefan. Inside now to Brian. Brian now, his ball finds Kanan. Kanan on the run, running inside, finds a Repas. Repas now, he switches it out to Lucas Lotvat. Lucas Lotvat finds Brian. It's great possession from us. We're keeping it so well. Repas' ball to Wagner. Oh, it's a poor ball. I put the Mickey on him. And now maybe it's a chance for PAOK to go on the break. It's a great ball over the top. Marlos with a chance maybe to come inside. He's got numbers back post. He's been brought down, though, by... Who was it? Lucas Lotvat. I thought so. Lucas Lotvat. Marlos against young Yon. Yon gets sent the wrong way. And it's 1-1 here. PAOK. Look, they've got enough time to score 4 to set it extra time. I just don't think they will. Good penalty. Yon going the wrong way. It's all good, Yon. Jesse gets injured there. Better striker, so to say. So I reckon maybe that might kill their chances as well. Could be a bruised ankle. You're going to stay out there, Philippe. Don't worry. Nikolai's not in the best of shape at the moment. Maybe we can bring you off with like 10 to go or something. As we're going to get into half-time here at 1-1. 6-2 up on aggregate. Stein showing a little bit of his class, but not too much. Another injury for him, lads. Easy. There we are. We are a fairly aggressive side in our tackling, but I don't aim to go kill people. Look, I'm going to tell them you went bad. I have faith in you. I was going to tell them don't get complacent, but when you're 4 goals up on aggregate, you really going to tell them that they're going to score 4? Probably not. Just going to tell them to keep doing the same sort of things and to keep the performance level at the same level, and you'll be fine. As they look to build up from the back here, Hunt Petrovic, his ball inside to Hartel. Can we press in here now? That hasn't got too much on. And we do. Wagner now. Stein's ball inside. And Repas. That's a poor ball again from Repas. I might have to take him off for Neves right now. He's given the ball away twice and allowed him to counter twice. Going to give him till the 55th minute and then see what happens. Or else then Neves is on. Stefan, his ball inside finds Brian. Brian, Repas. Keep the ball, son. Finds Kanan. Had to pause to make sure. Kanan, oh my God. Boys, keeper. It's a great tackle by Philippe. Brian now. Stein. Can he create something, young one? Gives it to Gunnarson. Gunnarson's got a good range of passing. Will he find someone? Looks for Kanan over the top and does find him. Kanan, can he put in a ball of quality? It's a decent ball. It's flicked away. Repas though heads it down. Stein, good first touch. And Stein back post has finished it. He's cushioned it with his first touch and slotted it in around the keeper. He looks absolutely delighted. And so he should. It's his first goal in the Champions League. Kanan now, his ball, back post, flicked away. Repas knocks it down. Stein, good touch, and then a good left foot finish. I'll tell you what, the keeper animation's pretty poor, but it's good from the boys. And we are 2-1 up now. The ball inside. Maruccio finds, I can't pronounce that, Ojidija. It's a good ball through anyway. Yon, great save, keeper. That's an animation like where he stays big and gets his hands to it. Sensational stuff. 51 minutes in. We're 2-1 up. This game's actually ebbed and flowed quite nicely. It's a good game to watch, this one. Kanan, his good clearance out wide. And there we go. Stein's having a very good game. I think he's best on the park at the moment, so we're not going to take him off. Gunnarson's not having the best of days, but we'll wait a second. As the header's headed away, and it might be a counter-attack here for PAOK. Bringing it forward. It's a good long ball over the top. Lucas Lotvat don't do nothing stupid. Oh, he's done well. He's just come across and won that. Beautiful. I thought he was going to get sent off there. Arneson now. Stefan Nishkan. Can he find that one? He finds Brian. Repas now. Repas's ball finds Stein. Gunnarson. Will he beat his man? Runs inside. He plays that one inside. Finds Brian. Switch of play now. Finds Lucas Lotvak. Lotvak way up a good cross. He beats his man. It's a good cross. Loaded doors. And there is Bonini. He doesn't miss a chance to score, this kid. Great stuff at the front post. Good little... Well, it wasn't a flick, but he kind of just jumped and... Well, it wasn't a volley either, but he's kind of just jumped into it and leveled it into the back of the net. It was a nice, tidy finish. Lucas Lotvak beats his man. Someone was trying to say I didn't foul him. Look at that. Just comes in the outside of the boot. Boom. Love it. 3-1 up now. Dominating. Game should be dead and buried. The game is dead and buried, but we're going to bring on some people. Robert's going to come in here for Gunnarson, and we're going to bring Flamini on as well for Bonini, who's got his goal. We're going to see if we can get Flemen. Got to stop saying that. Flamini's just like rolling off the tongue. That's completely wrong. Flemen to get another goal in the Champions League. It would be quite nice. The time's ticking away. It's going to be a corner. Repas's corner is headed away, but only as far as Stein. You won't hit this. Stein, oh, it's a good save from the keeper. It was dipping down. There we go. Stein scored that. Far out. Isberg 2.0 for sure. Repas, his ball. Back post. Stefan knocked down, but cleared away, and PAOK will get away with that one. We're through to the Champions League group stage yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, we can get through to the second round again. It doesn't mind me. I actually wouldn't mind if we go to the Europa League, because I get a very itchy eye, very weird. We're going to take Lucas Lotvak off. We just don't want him to get suspended, obviously, for the Champions League group stage coming up. I'm hoping that we get a nice group, or we get a group that's hard, but there's a team that is beatable. And I'm happy to finish third and then maybe try win the Europa League, because I reckon in the Europa League we'll be quite a force. Except for the later stage, if Dortmund are in it, or Liverpool are in it, or team of that quality are in it. Barca was the thing last year in the Europa League last year. Flamine heads. It's a pointless highlight because we're making changes. Then you're in some trouble, if you get one of them, but not if you're, not maybe. If we get a very good tie, we get a few sides like PAOK, we'll be okay. Kanan's got to get there. Kanan! What a finish, son! It's a pull from Nyland, and Kanan's just gone first time along the ground and has skidded that one home along the wet surface. Did say it was raining, didn't it? I'm hoping it was. I was told it was. Lucas Lotvak there on the bench just come off. It's a poor ball to Sonderas, and Kanan's just gone, left foot. Keeper can't get there. That's 4-1. 9-2 on aggregate. 4-1 on the night. Dominating the game. I know with that goal, I think Kanan's going to steal man of the match off Stein, unless Stein can somehow find a goal in the next, 40 seconds or so. There we are. The ball's been played around. I think PAOK's just got to keep the ball now, and it'll be game over. 4-1 on the night, 9-2 on aggregate. I think we've played quite well. As the up throw, it might be a chance here for PAOK. If token too soon, Wagner's going to come in and intercept that. Repas there with the fancy turn. Picked it up as soon as I told him that, look, he might come off soon. Kanan now. Can he play a ball forward? He plays it inside the Burik Sen, who's been growing sensationally, the young fullback. The only reason Tomic's not on the bench is Burik Sen can play both left and right back, and Tomic can only play left back. So if a player can play two positions and cover one sub spot, you may as well. As the game is finished full time, HK4, PAOK 1, 9-2 on aggregate. That's what I'm talking about, boys. That's dominant. Well done, guys. It's a good win for us. No one really cares except for Gunnarson. It doesn't matter. Get out there, lads. Go and enjoy yourselves. FH next. The league's pretty easy now. Philippe's out for 1 to 2 days. We received 2.34 mil for winning that game. We also received 14.87 mil for getting to the group stage. As always, 14 and 14 flying in the league. We're going to do the Champions League group stage draw right now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if this is going to copyright it. I've been wanting to do this for certain. No, we're not going to do it. I was going to put the Champions League anthem over the top. We actually did that on stream. When the group stage first round draw came out, and there we are. Do we want to postpone against Caliber? We got Nishkin out, Robert out, and Brutson out. Is that all that we have out? We have 6 and then 13. Just postpone it. It's alright. There we are. And there we go. Getting to the group stage draw. Here we go. We've been seeded 4th. Are we like the best 4th seeds though? Surely we're growing. When Wolfsburg's in. We're not the worst 4th seeds. See, we're up to 35. That's why I got like happy. Previous winners would have been... I'm trying to remember who the previous winners were. The previous winners. Who won it last year? I wish it was us. We got an asterisk next to us. Champions League. Chelsea in the group stage. Chelsea there. Oh, there it is. There's the asterisk. I thought it would have been next to their name. Alright, we know the drill. We're going to draw out all 3 teams. It can't be in the same draw as an Icelandic side. I haven't checked out everyone's done in the thing. Spartak, Moscow, Liverpool, Sporting. That's a group I want. Plus, we get to play against my boys, Liverpool at Anfield. That's the group. Celtics. Lucky buggers. We don't want this group. RBL has now beaten us every time that we've played them except for once. They beat us over 2 legs. We beat them obviously at home. But then we beat them away. They beat us away both times as well. I don't want that one. Club Brugge, thank God. SLB Napoli and Sevilla. Sort of tough, sort of doable. I made ourselves against Benfica, maybe. Salzburg, there we go. Real Madrid, Inter, and Olympic Lyon. Inter quite strong on the save. Madrid. Don't want that one. Wolfsburg. Manchester plus Wolfsburg's a 4th seed. Monaco United, Roma. Group of Death. Rosenborg. Bayern, Atletico, Shakhtar. Don't want this one. Ajax, City. It doesn't get easier. I want Group H. Damo goes smash because Leverkusen are sensational, Barcelona are sensational, and City are City. Well, it was good fun making it to the group stage, but I don't know what we're going to do in Group G. I feel like we're going to come dead last and not win a game. Leverkusen are sensational. They are sensational on the save. Scout him, he looks great. I'm hovering around their 3rd in the Bundesliga, but if you go through their side, man, it's just like good, yeah, good player. Not really that much. Leroy Sané's there. Yep, fun. William Stewart's there. The Australian I keep showing you. Yeah. Jonathan Tah, obviously we all know him. Vito's there, the 28-year-old. Weigl is a freak. There we are. He's pretty good, so to say. He's a very good attacking fullback. Tyler Adams. We don't need to introduce obviously Barca and Madrid don't need to introduce Barca and City, do we? Probably not. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have a guy called Steen Gunnarson, whatever we want to call him. Give me a nickname for him. 2.0, Isberg 2.0. I'm so tempted to call him that. We have got through to the group stage yet again, and all I wanted was a group that maybe we could finish 3rd in. We didn't get it. We got probably the toughest group out of the whole draw. Leverkusen, who are absolutely sensational on the save. They're buying everybody. Barcelona, who did finish 3rd last year in their group, got knocked out by Copenhagen in their group. So maybe there's a chance. Maybe against Barca. Doubt it, hardly. Look, Barca are going to slaughter us. And City, who we know beat us big time away at the Etihad, and we lost 2-1 because we rode our luck a heap in the first game at home in last year's group stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, exciting times ahead. I don't know when I'm going to bring in the next episode. Because I'm working like 10 till 5 every single day until Thursday. Thursday's day off. I'm going to try and maybe do an episode of the Champions League tomorrow morning. In terms of streaming, I won't be able to stream till Thursday, so it'll be a bit more episodes in terms of the Champions League on YouTube. I just try and record when I can in between coaching and work. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in and enjoying another episode of a HK series. If you do like the episode, give it a like, of course. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. There'll be a link in the description below. Check me out on Twitch, as we do stream most of our games live on Twitch. Thank you and have a good day or night wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen, and goodbye from Damien for now. We'll be back soon with more HK goodness in the future.